Thanks to ServeHQ for sponsoring this video. Stop using clunky and unsafe communication tools in ministry. Go to servehq.church to find out more.
Did you see this thing going around about how apparently some people don't have an internal monologue? Like in their brain, they don't think in words. They have to actually speak out loud in order to verbalize what they're thinking. This is very hard for me to comprehend, Josh. I don't know if I believe it. I mean, I'm just trying to imagine how you could possibly not think in words, and then I'm trying to do that without thinking in words, and my brain hurts. It's impossible. I mean, what a sad life. How do you not think using words? How do you not constantly talk to yourself about, "You're so stupid. You don't deserve to be happy. Don't forget about that bad thing you did last week." Wait a minute. Do some people not have a little inner voice in their head constantly reminding them of stupid things they did and said a long time ago? A voice that never lets them move on or have a day of rest. Yeah, no, I just don't believe that. I mean, what is it that keeps you humble? I need that inner monologue to stop me from ever cutting myself some slack. I can summon it anytime I want to. It's very simple. Watch and learn. Ha! I'm having such a great day. Life is good and I'm doing well. I'm not so sure it's going that well. I think you've merely forgotten about all the bad things. Yes, internal monologue. You're right. And the fact you somehow forgot all the bad things is further proof of just how bad you really are. I mean, who wouldn't want this blessing in their lives? Otherwise, you're just walking around all day not constantly thinking about what a horrible, no good person you are. Nothing is holding you back. I mean, honestly, it's normal and healthy to be your own worst critic. Well, what do you think about our performance today?
It was pretty good, but it's difficult to forget about yesterday's gaffe.
Oof, when we were kind of passive-aggressive with that one friend of ours.
Exactly, which we apologized for, but...
But what if they forgive and don't forget?
Can we even be friends with them anymore if we can never be sure if they're not obsessing over this the way that we are constantly obsessing over this?
That relationship's probably ruined. Let's just not hang out with them anymore.
Couldn't agree more.
Now look, guys, I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. Sometimes I don't know how to transition out of the sarcastic portion of the video. Because, you know, sometimes the person it's hardest to be nice to is yourself. Like, you'll give grace and forgiveness to so many people, but for some reason, when it's you can't. No! You just can't let things go. Why? I mean, when does this start? How young are you when this happens? I think it's because you're the only one who truly knows just how bad you really are. Like all the mean, terrible things you think. You might not say them, but boy, do you think them. So just keep this in the back of your brain. You don't have to keep a record of every single dumb thing you've ever done. You can let it go. You're a human like the rest of us. You're gonna mess up. It's okay. And please do not hear this and then think I'm saying anything remotely close to this. If you cannot accept me at my worst, then you do not deserve me at my best. I would never, ever condone anyone ever using that phrase. But if you have used that phrase, it's okay. Just let it go. Forget about it. It's okay. Just don't do it again. Look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try with every fiber of your being to make good decisions. I'm just saying, give yourself some grace when you don't. Take a lesson away from it. Move on with your life and try to do better. But don't listen to your internal monologue or your not internal monologue. Still not quite sure I buy that. Just move on. Life is too short to listen to that voice in your head unless it's actually saying something helpful. Remember that thing you did yesterday? Because I don't. Oh, that's really nice. How could you not want an internal monologue? It's so pleasant.
Stay tuned for bloopers. They're not going to stay tuned for bloopers.
No, leave me alone. I don't want to worry about watch time today.
Well, that's your fault for making a video under 7 minutes in the year 2020.
Please don't make me YouTube spiral.
Have we opened the YouTube Studio app this week?
Please stop.
Let's just take a quick look at our analytics, shall we?
I'm having a good week. Please, I don't want to do this.
Now, guys, if you're a part of any sort of ministry or group that is using online communication tools to keep everyone up to date on what is happening, you need to check this out. If you're currently using Facebook groups, MailChimp, Slack, GroupMe, Remind, etc., you should switch over to something called Huddle Up, and here's why. Huddle Up was specifically designed by the folks at ServeHQ for ministry communication needs. Huddle Up is a central hub for communication with volunteers, parents, and even students because it has safety and accountability baked into the design. You can share posts, emails, and texts, plus add videos, images, GIFs, is it GIFs or GIFs, Josh? Or any other file you need to share. And you can safely chat with anyone in your ministry online or on the mobile app. Group chats and one-on-one communication. You can control who can and can't start chats with Huddle Up's smart user permissions. And every message sent within Huddle Up is searchable and saved forever. That means the admins can monitor all conversations for accountability. As mentioned, there's a mobile app that you can use for communication, but it's not required, so you can do everything from the mobile website or on desktop. If you're currently using a clunky, one-size-fits-all communication tool and you're ready to make a change, head over to servehq.church to learn more about Huddle Up. That's servehq.church.
People have asked me if I have an internal or an outternal in monologue, and what I have told them is this. I cannot think. Maybe the problem is I say everything that I think. Maybe that's why I don't have any... No, that can't be it. That's not it. I was trying to say that in my mind.
Because I don't.